Circuit stickers is the chosen technological toy to be used as a medium to help children to enhance their skills in the learning area of social-emotional development. While the main learning area is social-emotional development, the integrated learning areas are discovery of the world. This lesson is catered to Kindergarten 2 children aged 5 to 6 years old. Prior to this lesson, the children had existing knowledge on simple circuitry and experience on how to handle the copper tapes and LED stickers. In their unit of inquiry entitled Singapore, a home to many nationalities, the children have done some preparation work before the implementation of this lesson. The observable praise dispositions are perseverance, reflectiveness, sense of wonder, curiosity, and engagement. The children are in between acquisition and application of the PlayMaker learning cycle phase. In the acquisition phase, the children are already familiar with how to work with circuit stickers. This is where they need additional experiences in the application phase to fully master what they already know about circuit stickers. Process skills that this lesson targets at are experimenting and communicating. There are two lesson objectives indicated in this lesson plan. Firstly, children will be able to identify their own strength. Secondly, they will be able to communicate problem-solving ideas such as asking questions, conducting trial and error with their peers. The lesson starts off with the teacher doing a recapitulation of what was done the previous lesson, where the children were split into small groups and tasked to identify the countries they visited. After the recapitulation, the teacher focuses on the social-emotional aspect and invites each group to discuss and write down on a piece of paper a strategy to have teamwork and collaboration within the group. When all groups have written down the strategy on paper, the papers will be displayed on the wall or whiteboard for the class to read through them later. These papers will be revisited by the class later on during the lesson. Each group is tasked to discuss, identify, and mark one country that each group member has visited. Then, the children are tasked to use a sharpened pencil to poke a hole on the world map through each country visited by each group member. Once done, the pencil will make a marking through the poked holes on the card backing attached. The next step is to connect the dots on the backing card. Following that, the pasting of the copper tape is to be done. While the groups are working, the teacher takes on the role of a facilitator to ask the children prompting questions about working as a team with circuit stickers. Such questions include: how do you ensure that you listen to your friends' ideas? How can you work with your team in drawing the lines? What are the rules when working with copper tape? How can we start connecting the dots? What can we do to make sure that our friends are connecting the dots correctly? How will this work? Why will it not work? A short break from the small group activity is called by the teacher for everyone to gather back at the large group area for a short discussion. The teacher will invite the students to reflect on the strategies pasted on the whiteboard or wall earlier on during the start of the lesson. After the short discussion, the children will be tasked to continue working within their groups on their project. The teacher walks around to facilitate when necessary. Such facilitating directions or questions include the following: what is challenging? How can we decide who to help us with the challenging task? How has your team been helping you to fix the copper tape or pass the LED lights? The lesson will end off in a large group setting where the children will be called back to the large group to talk about their work done within their groups. Discussion topics include the following. Which of these strategies helped your team? Why? How can your teamwork be better? What else have you done as a team that made this a success? What is the most important thing that you have learned in your team? In providing copper tape for the children, give the children ready-cut copper tape of varying length. When involving children to troubleshoot, there are 3 areas that children should look into: the copper tape connection, LED light, or the battery.
The children gained communication skills and negotiation skills that really enabled them to work well in a team. Also, they were able to empathize better with what their friends were telling them about, so they also could understand better the perspective of their friends. The strategies that we use are posters and visual aids that we put on the wall. So anytime when the children feel lost, they do not know what to do, they can always refer back to the posters and visual aids and trace their steps back. So from then on, they just know what to do. As for the activities, prior to this project, they already done a Chinese New Year card based on a circuit sticker to do for their family members. So from that project, they moved on to this one, where they relied less on templates and came up with their own circuits to create this project in the team. One of the challenges that we faced was the simplifying of terms, scientific terms, that the children might not understand, as well as the concepts. So it's really thinking how we can simplify the words, the process of the copper tape, the LED lights, and bringing it across to the children. That was the challenge. My observation of the children would be the roles that they identified for themselves and how they carried through these roles so that they are able to fulfill it. Another observation would be where the children know what they are weak in, what they are very sure of, and what they are unsure of. And when they are unsure of things, I observe that they will be able to ask for help, whether it be the friends or a teacher for help. The experience so far with the children in these lessons would be the sweat and tears that I observed. So sweat in the sense where it's the hard work that they put in for the circuit stickers model that they have done. Another, for tears, that would be the frustration that they have in terms of troubleshooting what went wrong in the circuit stickers, and also the teamwork that frustrated them. So having these problems, we brought it back to the collaboratory to discuss with the other teachers, and throughout this discussion we came up with a very good strategy to help the children to regulate themselves better. This collaboratory is simply awesome, and that's because it helps me to become a better teacher who reflects on the practices and the pedagogical knowledge that I have. And because of that, it also allows me to know how much content I know about circuit stickers and to know the strategies that I can implement with the children in the class so that we all can learn better, the children can feel more successful in their class.